Hello.
Hi.
What's going on?
So I could just jump around then with your career so far.
Yeah, sure.
So I know in terms of anime, it started with doing Walla on One Piece.
Yeah, that's kind of how I got started, just doing the Walla.
And did you take the dubbing easier, or was it hard to get used to?
It was hard to get used to. Because people expected like, oh yeah, I can make some silly voices and noises, but then when you actually get into it, you're like, oh, this is a lot harder than I expected.
Yeah. And then the like actual name character debut was in Morose Monokian.
Yes, yes.
And do you think that you have a personal preference on doing more dramatic shows opposed to comedy, or?
I always prefer, I think, comedy just because it's more fun to do and I can just be goofy. Um, and I think I think I'd probably prefer that just because I do better at it and it makes it's just great. Because I just get to be loud and boisterous and it makes it really fun.
Hmm. Well, do you think, I guess, in terms of your major characters, do you probably have the most affinity with Chise still?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, definitely. Because when they announced season two, and I'm so happy.
Yep.
Uh, for Agent Magus, so I can't wait for that. So it's gonna be nice to get back into that. Mind you, I play a lot of precious babies who are just like happy all the time. Well, not all the time, but they're majority happy. And playing Chise was nice because I like to do like well-grounded characters who have a lot of trauma, and working through that trauma to become healthy is something that I really enjoy doing because it's showing a possibility like you can get through a lot of stuff in your life. Um, yeah.
Hmm. Do you think that you probably personally relate the most to her with characters you've played?
Probably not Chise. Probably. Oh man, I probably relate better with like Emilico,
Hmm.
just because she's just this bubbly thing of energy and just wants to help out, and that's pretty much I feel like how I like to be. Just like, I just want to help out, I just want to help people out.
What about it is sort of related to Magus Bride, but what do you think the single darkest headspace you've had to go for a character is?
Ooh. Hmm. I think Chise has been the darkest one because her character story, her background is very, very dark.
Hmm.
Um, for anybody who hasn't see, have you finished all of it?
Yeah, well, yeah, I've seen most of it.
Okay, well, I won't spoil it then. But there's an episode that goes back into like her childhood, and it gets really dark, and I'm like, oh no. So I think if you ever see it, you'll see why. So I'm just
Yeah.
like, yeah, I probably Chise is probably the most darkest character I've ever played.
I know there was some relatively recently, there was a lot of emotional dark stuff in a Tomodachi game.
Oh yeah, golly, I still don't understand that show, but it's dark and gritty.
So back to the character timeline, Naoko and Card Captor, I think would have been relatively early too.
Yeah, definitely. That was really cute. I've always loved card captors. So getting to be a part of that series was really fun. Um just being part of the ancillary cast is just adorable because Naoko is just cute little bookworm who has no idea, of course, of the main character's like secret, but it's just nice to be a part of that series.
Right. And I'm not sure if it's like relatively early on, or maybe it still is a goal for you. But was there ever any Los Angeles aspiration?
I think there always is a Los Angeles inspiration. Or aspiration because that's where like the big AAA video games are. I would really like to eventually like be in like an official Pokemon title. And because it's just fun. I love Pokemon. That's been like a staple of mine since I was a kid. I probably don't want to move to LA, but I would really like to do like LA projects. It's really fun. Um, I got to be in Cookie Run Kingdom, which is I think a LA project.
Right.
And which is so much fun. I never thought cookies would be popular as they are now. I did a Among Us stream with Joshua David King, who's a cream unicorn cookie, and that was a lot of fun just playing with everybody and just just like our characters are so like you don't think about it. There's like onion cookie, there's latte cookie. There's like so many cookies. I'm like, how in the world? I do think though they should have named my cookie brown sugar cookie because she
Yeah.
drinks brown sugar boba. I'm like, why? It was a perfect opportunity. I was so mad. But it's fine. I still love her. She's like one of my favorite characters to play.
Hmm.
Because it's a lot of I think LA work that I booked. I didn't. They're not all precious babies. They're like my voice or a little bit lower, and I'm like, oh yay! I can show that I have range. So it's a good thing that if I'm trying to get into the LA space, I can show I'm versatile.
Right. Yeah. Was that Amber directing you on that?
Yeah, yes. Amber is an awesome director. She's really fun.
Hmm.
Yeah, getting to work about cookies is like so funny.
So this is going back to the character order too. One thing I always like asking voice actresses who also do boy voices is what their particular process is because I found that it's different for everybody. Because I know that you got to play a young Ikuya and Free pretty early too.
Hmm. Yeah, I do my specialty is like kids voices period. I do a lot of like boy voices, little girl voices. So any chance if I get to voice a young boy, it's fun. I enjoy it. I feel so bad about myself because like I feel like all my boy voices are the same. I try to deviate up as much as I can, but it's just like it's just it's a little boy. Like he's they haven't hit puberty yet, so it's like I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Hmm. Well, you did get to do a lot of fun stuff with Luca and Vanitas.
Oh, I love my precious boy Luca. He's adorable. My pompous little baby prince.
Was there any kind of like funny story working on that show and being directed by David?
Oh man. I can't remember. I can't think of any funny stories at the moment, but it's always a blast working with David.
Hmm.
He makes all his actors feel so special and awesome, and I really enjoy working with him, and I really hope I can continue working with him in the future. He's a fantastic director,
Yeah.
and working on him with Vanitas was just a joy.
Hmm.
And I can't wait to see what else he'll direct soon. I hope he directs more because I'm like, yes, please, I need more of your stuff.
Hmm. When was the last time you thought about Philippite?
Oh, from oh, what's that one? The
Ulysses.
Ulysses.
Yeah.
Yeah. That show. It's not that I hated it. It was just kind of everywhere because me and the director Anthony Bowling, we didn't know what direction my character was going to go in. Um, we're just like, oh, she's this cute little quiet girl, and then she puts on this helmet and becomes this thirst trap, like just out of nowhere. We're like, what? So it kind of caught us off guard, but we still had fun with it.
Yeah. Well, none it was yeah, the fun character in the Ace Attorney anime.
Oh, Dahlia Hawthorne. That was actually a dream come true. I am a huge fan of Ace Attorney. I even played it on my YouTube channel, like streamed it with a friend of mine. Like, dude, when that came and when I found out there was getting an anime, I was like, I have to get into Funimation now. But I wait, they already had like one season before I could be in it. I was like, no. I was like, I have to be in it. And so like when Kyle brought me in to record for it, I didn't know. I was like, oh, weird. 2 hours for Ace Attorney? I guess it's gonna be a long walla. I had no idea. And so when I walked in, I see Dahlia on the screen, and I was like, oh my god, be Dahlia? No way. And the engineer, Kyle wasn't there yet, but engineer Jose, who's real cool. I was like, hey, so you know what character I'm playing today? He's like, yeah, you're playing this Dahlia girl? I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And on the inside, I was like, yes! Oh my god! Like I was freaking out.
Yeah.
Just to be able to say as an Ace Attorney after being such a huge fan of it is just amazing. It's so great.
Hmm. Has there been many other like legacy franchise series that you've gotten to be part of that were like you had that same reaction to?
Um, Probably. Oh, The World Ends with You.
Oh yeah.
To be able to be part of the animation was really, really awesome. I'm not like a huge fan of it as I am with Ace Attorney. But it's still a great game, and to be able to be part of the series was really, really cool. I don't know. Oh, Black Rock Shooter is really cool.
Oh yeah.
That's a real fun one. I thought it was a mobile game. It's not. It's actually originally from is it Hatsune Miku?
Yep. Yeah.
Music video. And I was like, really? That's interesting. It's a really good show,
Yep.
though. And I really want uh I really want to be part of season 2, but because Disney Plus has it, there's no way.
Oh.
At least I think so. I don't know. It's just an opinion. It's not fact. Please don't take it as fact. This is just what I think.
Mhm.
I would really like to come back as Strength and You. Because that show was really special, and I think it spoke to a lot of people. Um, and I wish that. Sorry, my dogs are going crazy in the background. I'm sorry if you can hear that. Stop. Hold on. It's like talking to two children. Okay, sorry. But yeah, no, I was really honored to be a part of that show, and I really hope that we could come back. If not, then I hope people still enjoy it.
Mhm. Do you tend to consume very much of the anime that you're also acting in?
Um, Not really, just because I don't have the time to. Uh, I would like to see a lot of the shows that I'm in, but it's just something about hearing your own voice sometimes.
Yeah.
Like I can hear myself do the babies, like the precious babies, because I don't normally talk like that. But if it's like my voice, like now, or a lower characters, I'm like, no, I don't want to hear it. I'm good.
What do you think? What do you think is the case where you've had to alter your voice the most significantly? Then.
Oh. Hmm. Should I have to alter my voice? Probably Ace Attorney, because I feel like I had to play three voices with one. I had to be Dahlia when she was nice, Dahlia, her regular voice, and Dahlia's demon voice. So
Yeah.
it was like, ooh, I have to do three of these? Okay, sure. Yeah, totally. I can get that. Um, yeah, it was rough. That one was very hard to do. At least the demon part, because I had to scream real loud and demonic-y,
Yeah.
demon-like. So it was hard, but it was fun. But I think that's probably one of the hardest ones I've had to do.
Hmm. Have you gotten the chance to perform with yourself yet?
No, no, I don't think so. I was gonna say Ace Attorney again, but they don't really talk to each other.
Yeah.
um, Let me hold on. Let me check. I'm very fortunate to have a lot of roles under my belt, but the problem is I don't remember most of them,
Yeah.
so it makes it hard. Um, I don't think so. I hope I can in the future, but as of
Mm.
right now, no.
Okay. Yeah, I know it's more rare with anime.
Mm-hmm.
So then another like cute haired pink character in Day I Became a God, Hina.
Oh, I love that show. Gosh, it just makes me want to cry. Like, just being in that show was really a true honor. Working with Cliff was really good because it was hard trying to, speak Shakespearean and still do my baby voice and match flaps. So it's hard. It's very hard. I'm thankful to the writers, thankful to Cliff, thankful to engineers for like having patience with me to make sure it was like, good.
And then totally opposite side of that, but Rizia in Our Last Crusade.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was fun. I forgot about that one. Yeah, that was really fun to do. Just to be able to be like, yeah, I'm just like a mom-esque type character
Hmm.
who's got some secrets. And I'm like, oh, I like playing secret characters. So yeah, that one was pretty fun.
It's a similar kind of character archetype with Lilia Grey Rat.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Except she's not as like powerful. She's just there for plot sake.
Mhm. Well, a little bit after that would have been Shadow's house.
Oh yes, 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 yes. I love Shadow's House. That one is a fantastic show. uh it's the creepy horror, you know, freaky stuff that I think a lot of people like. I always compare it to The Promised Neverland.
Yeah.
Just a little bit, not entirely. But it was still really good. Uh but no, yeah, Emilico, my precious little ball of sunshine, because they call her Sunshine
Right.
in the show. So like, yes, this is me. It's me.
I think probably might not sure if it's my single favorite, but definitely one of my favorite roles of yours is in Smile Down the Runway.
Oh, I love that one. That doesn't get enough credit. I really wish it did. That's a really fantastic show because
Mhm.
it's I just love the fact that it's not the tropey, I'm gonna be a famous fashion designer and gets everything that they want. It's the characters have to work for it, and they have their struggles that they have to deal with. And Kokoro, she she deals with a lot with trying to be something that others keeps telling her she needs to be.
Mhm.
So she wants to be a fashion designer rather than a model, even though she's fantastic as a model. Just because she's tall and she she's tall and she has a great strut. But she's like, I don't feel creative. And for her to be able to express herself in a way where it's not just a runway, but in clothes, designing makes it so good, because you shouldn't have to feel held back by people who think they have the best interest in you,
Right.
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's why I love that show. And like Ikuya, and his journey with his parent or his mom, and oh, it's so good. It's just good. I wish more people watched it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's hard to get um a really grounded, realistic anime and like do everything correctly like that series does.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And
Excuse me.
then what was the thing was somewhat early too. There was the character, like a shrine maiden kind of character you played that had a stuffed up nose in the beginning.
Uh
Like you had a stuff in your nose like during the recording session.
oh, Island.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh man, that was like one of the very first ones. That was also a visual novel
yep.
game. I I'm noticing a pattern. Yeah, that one was cute. It was very different, but it was adorable. It was a cute show. I was
Hmm.
with Alexis and Jade. I get paired with Jade, no, excuse me, Alexis a lot in shows. Um I really love working with Alexis too. She's really great. Alexis Tipton, she's fantastic.
It does make me think to ask. I don't normally think of this question, but has there been many cases where you've had to like alter your mouth or nose in some way to record a character?
I want to say yes. I can't remember for the life of me. It's probably like something small, and I can't think of it right now.
Oh, you're fine.
Dang it. If I do, it'll probably hit me, and I'm like, that's what it is.
Okay. Um, I know we probably talked about it a lot, but working on Kimono Friends, crazy.
Oh, yes. Yes. I love Kimono Friends. I had so much fun just recording that show. Just because like the directors, like Howard Wang and Marissa Lenti, they were fantastic. So being able to like work with them and just tell the story about these animal girls who just want to help their animal friends was the freaking cutest thing ever. Like, oh, my heart.
Hmm. Guess it is a kind of similar wholesome thing with Aharen.
Yes. Oh, Aharen was so fun. I think that's one of my favorite shows to do.
Hmm.
Was Aharen, just because it's like a cute little girl. I'm so used to being like the crazy, loud, boisterous girls, but when I get to be this quiet, tiny little baby voice, I was so excited. and we laughed so much because that show was nothing but just like cameos, jokes, and just fun. So we had so much fun.
Mm-hmm. It was cool to see you got to be in a Spy Family too.
Yes, my precious baby Becky.
Oh yeah, I guess a girl's frontline. That's
Oh yeah, during the pandemic. Yeah, golly, that was like, is that this year? I felt like it was this year,
yeah.
maybe last year. This year, golly, I feel so weird. It's weird, so weird.
That was a pretty cool character. It's kind of not like a lot of characters you've played too.
Yeah, it was cool. It was interesting how they, because that's actually another uh game.
Yep.
So I'm telling you, there is a pattern. I'm feeling it. It's a pattern.
Well, speaking of LA dubs, and I know it was a smaller part, but Orient, you got to be Emmy's sister.
Emmy's sister.
Yeah, Emmy Lowe's character in Orient.
Oh yes, her older sister. That's right. Yeah, that one was real cool. I just, my only lines were just like what the Bushido's slogan was,
Right. Yep.
and I was like, oh okay, yeah, sure, yeah, yep.
Yep. Oh yeah, and then the I guess probably the like most safest thing you can talk about is the like recent things is Amane and the Devil Part Timer second season.
Yeah, that was cool. That was really cool. I was really hoping I could like do some fighting. But we'll see. I don't know. It's a really fun show. I watched Devil as a Part-Timer when it came out back in the day, so getting to be able to be in it was like, yes.
Yep. Are there certain VAs in the community down there that you're closest with, or you're like friends with kind of everybody?
I wouldn't say I'm friends with everybody because, you know, we're not, I don't, friends is a very loose term, I
Yeah.
guess. I know of a lot of people, not everyone, but I do like seeing everybody, especially after the pandemic. It's like, hi guys, you know, it's good seeing you. But I do have a couple of people that I consider I'm close to, just a little bit.
Yeah. Well, because I remember back when I interviewed Melly Grant before she moved, she said right after we got off the camera, she was like gonna go have a shabu shabu with you or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, she's so great. I
Yeah.
miss her so much.
So I know this is kind of going back, but oh, you said before that uh, when you were growing up and stuff, I think we're into a lot of the same anime because my single favorite series, if I could pick one, is Rurouni Kenshin.
Oh yeah, Rurouni Kenshin. Yeah, oh my god. I used to love that show. I mean, I still do. Um I still have the manga for it. It's like all the mangas in one. It's like a big book.
Right. Yep.
Um yeah, that was such a good show. And I really wish it'd come back, but there's no way they would come back. It's too much. But yeah, like that. I grew up with that, Tenshi Muyo, Big O, Sailor
Yep.
Moon,
Yep.
Mew Mew Power, like all the Dragon Ball Z, like all those good ones.
Hmm. Besides Pokemon, do you have other like wish list shows to be part of? I'm sure it's probably some of those if they come back.
Yeah, dude. Like any old school, like if Paper Mario ever had voice acting, I would. They won't, but I would love to be in it, or like a Zelda game.
Yep. So is there anything else that you're part of that's coming out that you can talk about?
No, I mean yes, but I can't talk about it.
Yeah. Okay.
There's one that's like kind of already announced, but I'd rather be safe than sorry.
Right.
I'll say it's a popular mobile game slash console game that's free. That's a gotcha game.
Oh, okay.
So I'm pretty sure you can guess.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah, so yeah, that's you can probably check it out now. It's on their official YouTube page, I think, if you look in the description. So yeah. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Well, my final question is always asking, what do you want your legacy to be?
I want my legacy to be that Oh, that's a really good question. To be able to show that, you know, especially a lot of POC, that they can do this too. You know, it's not just for one type of people, it's for everybody. And I did this to put my stamp, put my foot in here to show that, like, hey, we all can do this. You know, it's voice acting for a reason. And if I wanted to play a redheaded demon baby, I could play a redheaded demon baby, you know? And I just want to show that if you know, it's not going to be easy.
Mm-hmm.
But I want people to know that you can't give up just because it's hard the first couple years. I didn't book my first thing until like 4 years after I started.
Yeah.
So I want to be able to tell people, I want my legacy to be that they can do it. You just have to work hard and push yourself, within reason, of course.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Well, that we got to do this.
Yeah, no problem. Sorry it took so long with everything. COVID sucks.
Yeah, no, it's no problem. Are you feeling better now?
Yes, much better. I still have like a little residuals with like coughing and congestion, but other than that, I'm like fine.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. Well, have a good rest of your night then.
Thank you. You too.
Bye.
Bye.